In 1876, Dublin chose Lewis Wormser Harris as its next Lord Mayor. Harris sounded completely Irish. Yet he was also a leading member of Dublin's Jewish congregation and the first Jewish man elected to that office, although he died before he could serve. That makes Harris number 15, and it exposes the trap inside this title. There really are Irish surnames with documented Jewish connections, but the same name can carry different histories. One spelling may come from an old Gaelic family, another from a Jewish immigrant, and a third from a name changed after arrival. So this is not a test of anyone's religion, ethnicity, or DNA. It is a countdown of 15 names found in Irish Jewish history, and the trail that can reveal whether the connection belongs to your family. Some names look unmistakably biblical. Others do not look Jewish at all. And the most revealing examples did more than settle in Ireland. They helped shape it. Number 14 is Cohen. In 1822, Dublin's reduced Jewish congregation opened a prayer room in the home of Joseph Wolfe Cohen on Stafford Street. That connection is documented. One letter changes the trail. Cohen can descend from a separate Gaelic family name and is often treated as a form of coin. Two Irish families with nearly identical names may therefore have completely different origins. Number 13 reverses the surprise: Abraham. It looks like an obvious biblical clue. Yet in many Irish lines, the surname developed from an older Gaelic expression meaning son of the judge and is seldom Jewish in origin. Abrahamson follows another path. Irish surname records connect it with a well-known Jewish family in Dublin. The first two names overturn both shortcuts. A familiar Irish spelling can conceal a Jewish family, while a biblical spelling can conceal an old Gaelic one. The next four names look biblical too. Their Irish paper trail is harder to dismiss. Number 12 is Nathan. As a personal name, Nathan crossed religious boundaries long ago. As a surname in Irish records, however, it is rare and is identified especially with Jewish families in Dublin and Cork. Place changes the clue. Number 11 is Isaac's, including Isaacson. Isaac belongs to a shared biblical world. The stronger evidence is the family form and its location. Isaacson appears as a rare Dublin Jewish surname, while Isaac's runs throughout the community's records. Number 10 is Samuel's. Irish surname records place it mainly around Dublin and Belfast and identify its established Jewish connection directly. The spelling alone proves nothing, but the Irish trail is real. Number 9 is Marcus. The name was known in Scotland and elsewhere. In Ireland, it became particularly associated with an eminent Jewish family. Marcus grows far more revealing when the family line leads toward Belfast, Antrim, or Dublin. All four names came from words that Christians and Jews already recognized. Their hidden value lies elsewhere, in addresses, marriages, relatives, congregations, and burial grounds. And in the late 19th century, those records began capturing a much larger migration. Number 8 is Levine, together with Levi. Levine can have an Old English origin related to the personal name Leofwine, meaning beloved friend. But in Dublin, Irish surname research says a Jewish origin is often more likely. Levi is clearer in Jewish tradition, though the spelling still needs a real family chain before it can answer anything personal. Number 7 is Stein, sometimes written Stein. It appears in Dublin records and is usually associated there with Jewish families. Outside that setting, Stein can also be a German surname carried by non-Jews. Again, location changes the clue. Number 6 is Goldberg. The Goldbergs of Dublin and Cork were a well-known Jewish family descended from 19th century immigrants from Lithuania. Their surname did not begin as Irish. The lives recorded beneath it became part of Irish history. That process accelerated after persecution in the Russian Empire drove more Jewish families toward Ireland in the 1880s. Many came from the region now called Lithuania. In Dublin, they gathered around the South Circular Road and Clanbrassil Street. Synagogues and kosher shops appeared, and the district became known as Little Jerusalem. Communities also grew in Belfast, Cork, Limerick, and Waterford. These names were no longer visitors. They were becoming neighbors. The next three became something more. Number 5 is Briscoe. The surname had existed in Ireland as an English place name family for centuries. Then a separate Jewish Briscoe family arrived from Lithuania. Robert Briscoe was born in Dublin, joined the Irish independence movement, served for decades in Parliament, and became the first Jewish Lord Mayor actually to serve Dublin. The two histories did not replace one another. They met. Number 4 is Elliman. The Elliman family became inseparable from Irish entertainment. Their businesses included film distribution, more than 30 cinemas, the Gaiety Theatre, the Metropole, and the Theatre Royal. A name once tied to a small immigrant community soon appeared above some of the country's most important stages and screens. Number 3 is Solomons. Estella Solomons was born in Dublin into one of Ireland's established Jewish families. She became a major artist, supported the Republican movement, and joined the struggle around Irish independence. Her studio sheltered people on the run. She painted leading revolutionary and cultural figures, and some portraits had to be destroyed because keeping them could expose where the sitters were hiding. A family name on a genealogy page can feel abstract. Here, it carried real danger. Briscoe, Elliman, and Solomons were not labels floating outside Irish history. They were names carried by people acting inside it. Two final families make that overlap visible on an international scale. Number 2 is Jaffe. The family moved from Hamburg to Belfast in the 19th century and became prominent in the linen trade. Daniel Jaffe helped establish Belfast's first synagogue. His son Otto served on the city council, became Lord Mayor twice, and supported a Jewish school and congregation. In Belfast, Jaffe became a name of both communal continuity and civic leadership. Number 1 is Herzog. Isaac Halevi Herzog served as Chief Rabbi of Ireland before becoming Chief Rabbi of Israel. His son Chaim was born in Belfast, educated in Dublin, and later became President of Israel. When the Irish Jewish Museum opened in the former Walworth Road Synagogue in 1985, Chaim Herzog performed the opening. That single family line ran through a Belfast birth, a Dublin education, Irish religious leadership, the presidency of another country, and finally back to a small synagogue building preserving Jewish life in Ireland. These names are not hidden because the families concealed who they were. They are hidden because popular memory often imagines Irish history as more uniform than it really was. The list is complete. What remains is the only test that matters for your family. Follow people, not meanings. Start with the earliest relative you can identify and record the full name, date, town, occupation, spouse, children, and every spelling. A Harris in County Mayo and a Harris arriving from Stuttgart are different research problems. Then build one generation at a time. Civil certificates connect parents and children. Census records may identify birthplace and religion. Synagogue registers, cemetery inscriptions, marriages, obituaries, and maiden names can expose what one surname hides. Databases provide leads, not finished family trees. DNA matches can support a documented relationship. They cannot assign a religion or history to a name. Return to Lewis Wormser Harris in Dublin's civic record. The word Harris did not reveal his story. The surrounding evidence did: his origin, his congregation, his family, and his public life. So yes, all 15 names in this countdown can appear in genuine Irish-Jewish family history. But none makes a person secretly Jewish on its own. Cohen can share the page with Cohen. Abraham can hide an old Gaelic origin. Briscoe can belong to an English line or to a Lithuanian Jewish family that became deeply Irish. A surname is not a verdict written in blood. It is a doorway, and the records tell you who walked through it. Is one of these surnames in your family? Share the name and the earliest town or date you have found in the comments, and subscribe for more stories hidden inside family names.